Hey, what's up, y'all? It is Doc_Antonio from TSC, the Triple Single Crew. I just wanted to make this video to acknowledge that we have not posted anything recently. Forgive us, but there was just a lot of stuff going on from a personal standpoint, a career standpoint. And so as a group, right, we took a little bit of a break, but not because there hasn't been a lot going on in sports. I think since the last time we made a video, the Milwaukee Bucks became the NBA champions. Who in their wildest of dreams would have thought that was even possible 5-6 years ago? And I know they were getting close the last few years, but it just seemed like they never had enough. And clearly, Drew Holiday was that missing piece for them. In addition, right, let's just be honest, to there being a good amount of injuries to the other teams that they played throughout the playoffs. But nonetheless, they're deserving champions. And that's definitely been something big that happened since we last, right, had the chance to film anything. Some other stuff is the NBA draft happened, and the Golden State Warriors picked at 7 and 14, where they drafted Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody out of Arkansas State. And then Jonathan Kuminga was from the G League Ignite. And both had tremendous showings during the Summer League. I am really excited about Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody's potential. They are both really young, and I know there's a lot of conflicting perspectives in regards to timeline, right? Do they fit Steph Curry, Draymond's, and Klay's timeline? And to be honest, I think they can, right? Who's to say that all those three players don't have another good, if not great, 2 to 3 years still left in the tank? And although Kuminga and Moody are young, they have very specific skill sets that they do really well at this age already. Moody is clearly a catch and shoot type player, which is what we were definitely missing last year. I was tired of seeing Mulder miss open shots when the game mattered. But if we were up 20 in the fourth quarter or down 20, this man was the next Steph Curry, just sniping stuff from anywhere and everywhere. But whenever we really needed a shot, couldn't hit one to save his life, right? And so I think Moody brings that to the table. He has a 7-foot wingspan, so he also offers, right, just defensive versatility. And then you got Kuminga, who when drafted, everybody was saying is super raw, is going to take a while to really be able to impact the Golden State Warriors roster, winning. And he balled out in the Summer League. Yes, we saw a lot of mistakes that you would expect to see from a young player, but we also saw just flashes of amazing potential that remind you of a young Andre Iguodala, that remind you of a Giannis, even just the way he bullies people. In the Andre comparison, I just see the athleticism, right? Andre was so athletic when he first entered the league, and then with the Giannis, you just see this mentality of like, even if I don't make these 3 shots, I'm not going to lose my confidence. But it's not like they're bad shots, right? Like the takes that he takes are good looks for someone who plays the type of style of basketball that he plays. And so I'm really excited about Kuminga. I know that there's been trade talks regarding Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal, but to be honest, I'm over those trade talks. I think the only player that I'd really still consider if he was available, in my opinion, is Dame Lillard. Just because, hey, that's Dame time. Like, if ever Dame is available and you have the chance to get Dame, you at least inquire and see what exactly it would take to get him. And if it's too much, then, at least you can say you looked into it. And if it's the right package, and if it just so happens to need maybe Moody, I'd be okay trading Moody. Kuminga, though, I know it's wild to say this, but I do feel like he's untouchable. I'd even be okay, and I know some people are going to feel some type of way about this, I'd even be okay trading Wiseman and Moody if needed. But Kuminga, I can't. Like, he's 18, bullying grown men, and he was doing that when he was with the G League Ignite as well. Other thing that's been going on is obviously the San Francisco Giants have been doing great. Since we last recorded, they acquired Chris Bryant, right? Former National League MVP, was a big piece for the Chicago Cubs in that World Series run that they had. And so for us to get a player of that caliber is amazing. It definitely just shows you the trajectory of this team, which in my opinion is actually a year or two early with how great that they're playing. But that's exciting because they still have a lot of young talent that they're still hoping to be able to bring up, like a Elliot Ramos, a Joey Bart, Marco Luciano, right? Luis Matos. We still got really great young players who are recognized on a national, right, prospect level, not just like a Giants farm system, but on a national prospect farm system, like evaluation system, they're recognized. And so that's really exciting, because if one of those guys can really reach their potential, like, man, that's just amazing with how Farhan has become really good at finding players that other teams have given up and just rejuvenating them as soon as they come to our organization, right? Which is really exciting to see. And so, yeah, we're currently in first place. We lost the last 2 games to the Mets, and then last night to the Oakland A's. But overall, this team is playing better than anybody could have expected. And so I'm honestly being optimistic now, whereas before I was kind of like, whatever. I don't know if they'll win or if they'll lose tonight. But now I'm actually really optimistic, because I feel like they have the heart of what it takes to be a consistent winner, and they do got talent. So if you can combine those 2 things with the strategic thinking and approach that they utilize, it's a formula for consistent success. And so I'm hoping that they can finish the season strong, hopefully take the NL West, if not a wild card, which if you would have told us at the beginning of the season we would have got the NL wild card, one of those spots, we would have been elated, right? We would have said, sign me up. So I know some fans are being a little bit picky and frustrated that the Dodgers are kind of creeping up on us, but that we're even here in the first place is mind-blowing. So really exciting stuff. Hopefully we can get the Triple Single crew fully together soon. Forgive me if my dog's barking in the background was a bit of a disruption, but hopefully for a majority of the content that I'm sharing here, it gets you excited for what we'll have in store as we continue to just drive this podcast forward. All right, y'all, this is Doc Antonio signing out.